Can I share screen instead?
We
Because
want
I'm playing the
video.
online engagement video from, but the people can't see ma, because it's on VLC player. Was I even shitting? Ah, really?
Oh shit!
I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so while we sort out some stuff, we have very good news to share today. Alvin wants to visit the washroom.
Wait, share screen.
Yes, so
Wait,
as we are live now, 2 people are watching. Hello guys.
I stop screen first, is it?
Your
Share screen.
Don't share audio.
what's up? Pakaba?
What's up? Is that Amiru? What's up, man? What's up, my beehoons?
What's up, Bihun?
Hey, Amiru says what's up?
What's
You're very
up?
kind. Thank you very much. Well deserved.
How do don't share audio?
Option. Oh, but the audio is really sending through here, so don't worry.
Oh, so never mind lah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Hi, Temis.
Now we should be able to see.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, man, Amiru.
Alright, so with the speedy
You can
quick
hear,
work
I
of
think
Alvin, audio good?
Sorry, that wasn't really very quick.
Audio good?
Stop with your sarcasm and turn it down. Hey, let us know if everything's okay. You can hear us all right.
I think the internet is a bit shit. So.
Then we start proper.
Okay, so day 4 of NAMM today?
Day 4,
Day 4.
Day 4.
Tomorrow day 5.
Oh, day 5.
Yesterday was day 3.
CD
City
Moisey.
Boys.
City Music Boys back at it again.
The
Bringing you guys
city
updates.
musicians are back.
Yeah, so welcome, City Musicians. Welcome back to another one of our lunchtime
Good afternoon,
shows.
Chris.
What's up, Chris? So hello from Singapore, and to all our friends watching over in Malaysia as well, and then Chris from Philippines. So Malaysia, we're going live into our CK Music as well. CK Music page. Do drop there a like if you've never seen our content before.
Taika ho.
Taika ho.
Apa khabar?
Apa khabar? Is that what they say? Apa
That's
khabar?
how are you lah.
Thought it's apa bihun.
One love bihun. Hey, come out. Where the
Come on, today MC.
today also MC?
Today MC, yesterday MC.
Yeah.
Tomorrow maybe MC.
Rosie's gonna have fun.
Yes, yeah. Next week is gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. As we are live right now, there are people streaming into the store. It's like year and all over again. So today we're gonna try and keep it quick lah. We trying to keep it to an hour every day. We say so far, but every day we more than an hour.
Okay, the feed is okay now.
The feed is okay now. The
Yeah.
feed is okay now. Says Mr. Jace.
Sorry,
Okay.
the land a bit shitty today.
Okay. Let's get started. We got 11 people in the stream.
So
Thanks everybody for coming down and joining us in this live stream. Thanks everybody outside right now who's coming to the store. Oh, Rosie solo.
okay. Never mind. I go and
You go. You are.
yeah.
Okay lah. Okay. Tim will be leaving me alone on the stream for a while, and he will go and assist Rosie in the store. So, what's up, guys? It's nice to be back. Good to see everybody. And before we started today, we wanted to just have a very special announcement. First, I think congratulations are in order for our own City Music team. Can we get some applause, Jace? Applause for us. I think it's been a long few months, and we're very happy to say that for this year's NAMM, we are one of the top 3 nominated for Best Online Engagement. Alright, so the video was announced at NAMM last night? This morning. And yes, we are among the nominees are Better Music from Australia, us City Music, and Andertons from UK. So Andertons are really up there, man.
Yeah,
they are
they are the like music retailer online presence
Right.
here.
And then a lot of people when we started were saying that we are Singapore's Andertons, which is very encouraging lah. I mean, it's fun. It's been fun. We've been really trying our best to put out the good content out there for you guys, and we had to find many ways to like, and what kind of content to do, and how to even get into this live stream thing. And it started all the way from our chat while we pack. There's a little bit more in the video, so we're just gonna show that now. Just quickly, let's show you guys what this whole thing was about. And yeah, so me alone today, I will do some. I already watched this video, so it's not a live reaction.
Good to see you, my friend.
Get out lah.
During the pandemic, online engagement became more important than ever for music instrument retailers. After all, over the past year, savvy consumers have come to rely on digital communications for buying gear, taking lessons, and keeping tabs on their favorite music businesses. That's why many dealers focus their efforts on hosting an inviting website and an intuitive e-commerce platform. A strong social media presence is also vital for maximizing your marketing efforts as you share news about your newest gear, maybe promote your lesson programs and tease upcoming store and website events. Each of the retailers in the best online engagement category have mastered the art of online marketing, and their efforts are paying off. Here's what we mean.
And the nominee.
Okay, so right now they're just going through the nominees. So as I already mentioned earlier, one of the nominees is the definitely Andertons UK, which is last year also they won, and then this year also they won. But I'm very happy to say that we are part of that top three.
We are top three. So
Yeah, we're top three, man, which is I think definitely feels good for us.
It's good for us.
Yeah,
I think
we definitely have to say a big congrats to the team and every single part of City Music who play a role in it.
Yeah, I think also to the brands that have been supporting us.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I mean, Zoom, Corp, Mackie,
Came a
Samson,
long way.
Martin, like some of our brands
Yeah.
but also the outside brands who came in to help us. Huge shout out to Sony, right, for
making us look good right now.
For providing us with the cameras that that really stepped up our game.
Yeah.
Black Magic Design for the ATM, amazing switcher. So that we can have all the multi-cam capabilities, really up our production level.
Yes.
And of course, last but definitely not least,
actually got Deity also.
Yeah, Deity making us
sound good. What you're hearing right now.
Shout out Jingfu. If you want to sound like us, you can come by microphones from Deity microphones from us.
Our setup has been here the entire week. So just come and take a look. And also we got
Aperture lights.
Lights.
Shout out
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
right.
Thanks Jimmy for
Owning
making us look good also.
I mean, honestly, like we didn't ever realize how important lighting was.
Yes. Yeah. It was a very much a learning journey for us as well.
Yeah, I think from the very first chat while we packed.
Yeah.
And it was just like something we did to like kill time.
Yeah. So they actually did show some stuff here. So let's take a look. So this is the Andertons,
resulting in Andertons becoming a media
legends
partner in 2020.
They established the standard lah.
Yes. And this is the second nominee. Australian
music's online strategy, engage, entertain, and retain, shows in their continually strong sales growth bring their sales.
Okay, then of course there's us
converted into sales.
Okay, this
City
us.
Music Company in Singapore. COVID-19 has left many retail casualties in its wake, especially for stores without e-commerce. Fortunately, City Music was very proactive during the lockdown. Yes. And while there was already a significant increase in their online sales during this time, they challenged their staff to bring their sales pitch online with live streaming on Facebook. They started off doing a simple live streaming with chat while we pack sessions.
Hey, it's me.
It's a me, a Mario.
It's a me
and it's a Jace. So we were saying just earlier off camera that now we are doing a little bit more of the production things.
Yeah.
And like we have a lot of things here. We got camera, we got lights and all that. And it was nice to see this again, like that was really like just one camera and one mic in the middle. And
actually, there was two cameras.
Was there two?
The the Mac webcam,
Uh-huh.
and then the Q2N here for the small
Oh
cam.
yeah.
For
For
the
the zoom
close-up,
in.
yeah.
But when we really started, it was just like
The webcam.
the Mac webcam and some mics sitting on the table, and then we just hang out with people and just talk and then just pack. And it was very nice lah. It was very chill lah.
Their online orders while introducing the products ordered by
Flexible
other
call.
customers. Interest grew, and customers loved the real-time engagement as they answered
Wow, what such engagement!
I
You're on
replying
the
to
phone.
customer, bro. Replying to customer on the phone.
questions or demonstrated
Oh, yo,
products
this
live.
is-
Hey, this is our live stream that we did with Mr. Fred
Oh,
Green.
Martin.
Was on the video that we watched yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's our boss Ing Long there.
As the sales team grew more comfortable, they began to have
Hey,
different
Jonathan.
themes for each day.
My yellow
They
ball.
also invited
Keanu, our intern.
Ex-intern. Ex-child labor.
musicians,
Ex-child labor.
influencers, content
Victor.
creators, and YouTubers as special guests to talk
Shafiq.
about anything related to the music scene and
Hey, Jerry.
equipment. When the business reopened in late June, they continued to
Eden
develop
there,
their own live content and created a dedicated
The
live
whole
stream
Eden face,
podcasting
yeah.
showroom in their
Wow,
store
this stream was so
where
good.
customers could watch the action live. They also added
It's
another
a me.
series, Behind the Brands, where they would have brand reps
great.
talk about their
Alright.
products. Since the onset of the lockdown, many musicians have been hit hard by the pandemic, and City Music wanted to help.
Because
As
Nice.
gigs and live
Yeah.
shows disappeared, they used their experience to help local musicians go digital. Besides providing free loans of audio
Hey,
gear
my
like
house.
USB mics and audio interfaces, they also help their local
Hey,
musician
team room.
friends set up their own live streaming home studios.
Yes.
And the winner in
All right. Okay, this part not important. This part not important
Yeah.
really. Huh?
yeah, all you need to know is that it's top 3.
Yes. Okay, I think we need to switch back to.
It's
Oh,
good.
actually, never mind lah. Let's just move on to the.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, we didn't win. Of course, Enertons has to take the prize lah, because definitely, to be honest, we also actually learned a lot of things from them and how
Yeah.
they set up. A lot of what we were doing earlier is definitely like we had to have some reference
Yeah, definitely.
material and they will eat lah. So they're definitely doing a really good job for us to like follow in their footsteps, and it's really an honor to be nominated for this
Alongside
as
them.
well. Yeah, alongside them, which I think is really good lah. So thanks for all your support. Definitely, we won't I mean, we won't be here if not like for all you guys also lah. And then for all your watching and all your comments, keeping us alive. Yeah, big thanks lah.
Yeah.
So
Also, shout out to all the guests.
yeah, man. Oh yeah, to all our wonderful guests who've been on the show.
Yeah, since from the start, I think we started off with Jingfu, Jonathan, you got Jarvis, Wayne. Then suddenly we got a big name, Jack and Ray,
Yeah, man, crazy. And Charlie Lim.
Charlie Lim, who recently just performed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
also
actually performed for this event as well. The
Yeah,
NAMM.
Singapore represent, man.
Yeah, man, crazy. Yeah, so really, I don't know, good way to start the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully more and bigger things to come.
Yes. On to greater things. Okay, so let's we are already almost 15 minutes in already,
Yeah.
man. This
Okay.
is
So
flying by.
right, let's look at what we have today.
Okay, so today I'll continue our recap of the entire day's events for NAMM 2021 Believe in Music. Very, very long schedule today, very full schedule. Take a look at that. This is our entire schedule for last night / this morning.
Yeah.
And if you can see the amount of tabs open right now, it's a lot of things. So I think without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. Let's start with Zoom stuff. All right. Okay, this is quite interesting. This is a 45-minute video from Zoom about the best possible audio in Zoom conferencing, which I think right now it is everywhere.
I think it's by Zoom or it's by Mackie, right?
Was it by Mackie?
It's by Mackie on Zoom.
On Zoom. Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Oh, actually, I have a professor, like actual professor.
Yes. Oh, it's by Mackie.
It's by Mackie.
Let me I go and put in the Zoom.
Oops.
Whatever. Okay,
Audio in Zoom is simple.
see.
It is, in fact, quite complex.
Hello, sir.
But by understanding what the program is doing, we can solve many of the most common audio problems. Today, we are going to systematically look at the audio features in Zoom. If you are using other conferencing software, similar options are available within them. One of the problems that we as music teachers experience is that we expect Zoom to be able to provide the same interactivity that we normally experience in our classrooms. There are some technical issues with Zoom and all conferencing software that prevent us from doing
He look like our
common
guest on the show.
interactions that we take for granted in the
So
face-to-face
today we have
classroom.
Dr. Richard,
I'll
special
list
guest.
just a few. First, echo clapping rhythms in time is not possible using Zoom or other conferencing software. With conferencing software, there is a delay between the time that we speak and the time that students hear us. And the same is true for communications from them to us.
Actually, you know what?
When you add both of these
His video
delays
lagging.
together, it
Yeah.
makes echo clapping in
But he's
time
always good.
impossible. We call these delays latency, and this is the source of problems for most of the activities that we can do face-to-face but can't on Zoom. A second example would be trading 4s or 8s, as we might do when teaching jazz. A third example would be playing an accompaniment for a student.
Also, he's talking
While
a bit
the
more
student
on
may
like
be able to
musical
hear
things. Like,
our accompaniment and sing along, we would have to ignore their signal when it is returned. It would minimally be a fraction of the beat after we played the notes on our side of the call. And if we slowed down to sync with them, it would cause a cascading retardando. Also, one of the purposes for playing an accompaniment is so you can listen to the student.
Retardando. I
And if
love
you
those.
have
The
to
strawberry
ignore
is my
them,
favorite.
That defeats the purpose of the activity. A fourth example would be playing duets or, in fact, any ensemble with your students. In addition to the latency issues, Zoom focuses on only one microphone at a time. It can't mix all students.
I think he's highlighting a lot of issues that a lot of our customers came to us with over like the short span of time that I think a lot of non-audio people had to suddenly dive into this kind of stuff. And it's quite a journey for everybody. Like, I think like we have suddenly we have more like corporate clients looking to get USB mics to use with their Zoom software.
Students,
and all
teachers.
Yeah. And I think one of the problems that a lot of musicians face was not being able to jam online. That would have been a very good thing for everybody, like if you could just jam remotely. But as what this professor has mentioned so far, there is always a latency.
I think right now there are some plugins out there that allow you to have minimal latency. And I would say that actually what we're using is Stream right now, StreamYard. So it allows you to have guests in your room and to be live stream. And actually it's surprisingly quite low latency.
Yeah.
I remember when
we were like using it as a conference call.
I remember when we had like Francis and Mike jamming over StreamYard.
Oh yeah.
That was actually like surprisingly.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah. I think what you mostly talk about is gonna be the audio settings that you should do in your conference software. Of course, one of the things is you kind of want to remove I think to sum it up is you kind of want to remove the auto stuff lah, like the echo cancellation, all this kind of thing.
Your built-in microphone using the controls here. For external microphones, you set the input levels using the controls on those devices.
Okay, I think he's just flying through some of the optimal settings. Which actually, right now, I would say a lot of customers already know how to do them themselves.
Yeah, but I would say that most of the time it's just easy to turn off everything. I think like so far, like be it called Zoom, Hangouts or whatever, I feel like like it's usually just easier to just turn off everything. I think if you're using like your laptop microphone, right, built-in microphone or your phone microphone, right, then those settings, those like auto features will help you.
Yes.
But if you are using a USB microphone or your own like XLR microphone, the audio interface or mixer, then you're gonna have it's gonna be better if you do it yourself, like adjust the volume and everything yourself, and turn off all the settings.
Yep.
Because those settings tend to like auto dark audio level or something, right? So that's really basically what I think can.
Yep. Okay. I think let's move on. I think this one is pretty basic.
Thank you, Dr. Richmond. I was just like, why is that? I moved this mouse, nothing happening.
And then I mean, we technically don't. We let's make it clear. We don't have any affiliation with the Zoom video conferencing company.
That's true. That's true.
We are distributing Zoom products.
Zoom Sound Lab.
Zoom Sound Lab.
So
Japan.
they do microphones, handheld recorders, mixers, field recorders, guitar effects.
Yeah. So we're not affiliated. But if you come down to the shop and you're looking for a mic to use with your Zoom video conferencing software, just try it with us, no problem.
Zoom,
we'll be happy to help you out. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I think this one is 45 minutes.
All right.
Rightly so, 45 minutes. Okay. So all right. So now the real Zoom. This is the Zoom that we distribute.
The Zoom Sound Lab.
Yes. Oh, this one is when they start is all black one. So you gotta skip ahead.
Hey everyone, this is James from Zoom. Here to announce.
Then after he suddenly cut with her music. Maybe comments. Woo! Okay, nice. We get it. A lot to cover. Okay, let's take a look at it.
You'll see. Well, if you can play for Katy Perry and use this, it's good enough, man.
Touch screen, just like a G11.
Nice.
So as the name suggests, it's going to be intermediate like choice between G5 and G11. The G11 will be out for about a year already. Suddenly remind me of Bucket. Wow. It's what I wanted to sound like in second. CeeLo. Oh, did they actually add the sound effect? Okay, that's
sound effect.
Love her hair. What a piece. Nice, okay, nice. There it is, the G6. Wow. So fly.
Looking so
Hi,
fly.
Everyone. This is Samuel from Zoom.
Like a G6.
And I'm here to introduce you to the Zoom G6 multi-effects processor for guitarists.
Ooh.
The G6 is a state-of-the-art multi-effects guitar processor with 6 stop switches, an expression volume pedal, a 4.3-inch touchscreen, professional amp modeling, and IR cabinet simulations. The touchscreen interface on the LCD has drag and swipe functions for easy and fast navigation. You can use this LCD to create and edit patches, swap effects, and more. A patch is...
One thing I must say, the touch screen, right, really adds a new level of like user interface to this kind of pedals, which like can be quite a lot of things, like to actually really go and tweak all the things. So I think when they added the touchscreen in G11, that really make things so much easier. And that's one thing I think Zoom has been really good at. Like even in their simple models like the G14 and G1X4, the user interface is really, really very good.
I would say
simple.
Among all the multi-effects, I mean, you know me, I'm a multi-effects guy.
Yeah.
Right. I've used like Helix. I used your SFX before.
Oh yes.
Right. And then I also use Campus. And then I feel like yes, the Zoom is in a different price range. But it's still the best user interface among everything.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on and see what else is there.
Is a collection of up to 9 effects that can be saved. The new play mode foot switch provides instant access to the G6's 4 different play modes. Use Bank Patch to easily access all of your saved patches. Effect Mode gives you a complete visual representation of your custom pedal chain. You can engage or disengage an effect in your patch with the corresponding effect's foot switch.
Okay, nice.
To edit the parameters of an effect, you can use the touchscreen. Memory Mode allows you to pre-program an entire set list by arranging your patches into groups of 4 that can be quickly activated. You can use each memory as a song with 4 different tones available. The Looper Mode allows for loop times of up to 2 hours, so you can add layers to solo performances. The G6 has tons of effects on board. In addition to classic effects you love, the G6 offers new distortion and modulation effects, unlocking endless new tone possibilities. Additionally, our engineers took the tonal qualities of some of the greatest amps in history, combined them, and crafted all new amp models. These hybrid amp models offer new and unique tones.
Yeah, I like the Krampus and the
The
Velvet.
G6 provides 22 cabinet emulations, plus 70 preloaded full impulse responses that were captured with different microphones in various positions, providing a wide spectrum of cabinet
You
sounds
can load
to
your
choose
own
from.
IRs so if you
You
don't
can
like the stock
even import
IRs.
your own IRs via the SD card slot.
See, I can read what
You
he's
can
saying.
also choose your groove with 68 built-in rhythm patterns
Actually, the
with
patterns are very
various
good.
genres and time
We've been
signatures.
jamming with them quite a
The
bit.
G6
The drum
also
patterns
includes
are
a
cool.
mono, send, and return, so you can add external hardware or build parallel audio chains.
Mm.
The G6 can also be used as a 2-in, 2-out USB audio interface for
Nice.
Nice.
Mac
I
and
think
PC.
that's the thing that
You
was
can record
missing on the
directly to
N
your favorite
generation.
DAW
Yeah.
via USB. You can even wirelessly connect the G6
Ooh.
directly to the Handy Guitar Lab app via Bluetooth.
Oh,
The Handy
so you
Guitar
can
Lab app
adjust your
acts as a
stuff using your
secondary
phone.
interface to give you all of the
Nice.
touchscreen controls on your phone. You
Nice.
can also connect USB to Zoom's Guitar Lab software to browse, upload,
Dual
and
bro.
download an endless assortment of amps, effects, and artist patches. For more information about the G6, please check out our other videos
the
on our YouTube
G6,
channel
like the
and visit our website,
G6.
zoomcorp.com. Good luck and enjoy creating.
All right, nice.
Nice.
Okay, let's just listen to some of the patches that they have lah. So this is one of them. Just now I saw one metal one. Solar.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you want to hear what else G6 is capable of, you also see the G11 demo. We have a solar artist, the Singapore solar artist demoing the G11
Alright, yeah,
on our
yeah.
Facebook page.
Do go and check
Shout
it
out
Hi,
out.
to
everyone.
Aaron the boy.
Thanks for tuning in to this
Shout out to Aggressive
presentation during
Racing Cats.
Believe in Music Week.
Shout out to the manager of Aggressive Rating. Manager / bassist.
I know, manager.
About the Zoom
Oh no.
G6
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. That was
multi-effects
generally.
pedal.
Shout
Now,
out
last
generally.
year at NAMM, we
Shout out
announced
to the
the
manager of generally and
G11,
bassist for art.
which was our new generation of guitar multi-effects processors. Big upgrade from our previous pedals in a number of ways. First, G6 is like a little brother, has the
G6.
same sound as previous pedals in a number of ways. First, the touchscreen interface and the app-based control to give you more control over your effects and your patches. Brand new amp and cabinet models. The first time we offered the ability to load in IRs, and a ton of other features made the G11 a huge leap for Zoom guitar multi-effects pedals and their users.
All right, Tim is back with us in the studio. Was that all right?
Hey, like a G6.
What did our customer just got? A L12?
They needed assistance with their L12. So what do
okay,
they
okay.
do? They come to the best place to find out information about the L12,
Oh, okay.
which is me, Jay.
Okay, let's carry on.
Where are we now?
Now, this year, we
Like
have the
G6.
G6. G6 is like a little brother, has the same sounds built in, but with a smaller form factor, a lighter weight,
Okay, same
but
sounds.
with a lot of that power still built in. So, we watched a little presentation, and I'm
Actually
here
looks
to answer your questions.
more
And we've got a
glitzy
couple already. Keep sending them in, and I'll answer
Let's see
whatever
that.
I can.
3/4 the
First question,
size,
does the
lighter,
G6
smaller
have
form factor.
MIDI? It does not. The G11 did have MIDI in an
Cheaper.
output to allow you to control external hardware,
Cheaper.
but the G6 does not have that MIDI in and out.
Okay, so one difference also just now we found out, yes, it does not have MIDI in and out on the G6.
Yeah, you don't need you just need one pedal only.
Okay.
What is the loop time for the G6? So the looper
Loop
for
time.
the G6 is upgraded actually from the G11. It's one of the things that is really cool about this G6.
Is it?
So out of the box, you have a 45-second looper,
Eh.
but insert an SD card. 4 gigabytes is all you need, and that loop time jumps to 2 hours. So you can do a 2-hour loop with this G6.
2 hours, man. You can loop an entire concert with 2 hours.
You can actually save loops to that SD card and recall them at a later time. Something that's brand new for this pedal. I'm very excited to offer to you. You can have saved up to 256 loops on that SD card.
Whoa.
You can put it in an SD card up
I can record
to
a whole album.
terabyte. In case you really need to load all that up with long,
I think 2 hours total
files,
recording time.
but you will not be able to fill that up
on a 4 gig card.
I mean, still long enough. Most albums are what, an hour plus, and
yeah.
Stevie Wonder's longest album is an hour and a half. Man.
What exactly is Handy?
And I think that was like 40
Lab?
over songs.
So there are 2 programs you could
Unless
use
you do
actually
theater.
with both of these
One
pedals.
song 20 minutes.
The first is Guitar Lab for PC.
Okay, and then
Mac.
four,
still can,
And that
4
is
songs still okay.
USB,
Still can.
from this pedal to your computer, and that's going to allow you to download new effects, new patches, to share your patches,
Okay.
to organize, and as well as being an iOS device, and that will connect to.
This one is about the wireless control.
Handy Guitar Lab is for an iOS device, and that will connect to either one of these pedals via Bluetooth. You need our BTA1 Bluetooth adapter, but once you have that, the app is free, and when you load it up, it will actually be a copy of the touchscreen on the pedal itself. So any controls you would have on this touchscreen, you'll have on your phone. You can put it on your
I mean,
table.
I can put this on the table anyway.
Anywhere you would need to if you want to have an interface up here, which is very nice, especially when you're creating new patches.
Shut up, I'm trying to make my point.
How many patches are available? But for the G6, you have 240 patch spots.
God damn.
There are 100 that are pre-built in. You can override those, so you can have 240 of your own creation.
Okay, nice. Next question.
What is the maximum number of effects in a patch? So
You know, someone
G6,
brought this point
you
up
can
to me
have
once, and I
either-
never really thought about it, but these kind of pedals do have true bypass.
That means you want to like turn off the entire unit.
Yeah,
Basically.
but you just go past the thing like you cannot like
Oh.
which I didn't really think was a thing until the person like very strongly brought it up to me. I'm like, oh, cool, Ken. I don't know, man. Yeah. Like you said, it was like a silly thing in a much harsher word. Like you said, it was a silly thing that there's no true bypass on this kind of pedal. I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason. I'm not too sure why, but maybe there's a reason. And I'm like, oh, okay.
My guess is because I don't know. I always find that it's a little bit strange when somebody start with multi effects and then they like kind of had to dive into a whole world of building effects rack, like a whole board, right? Using stuff that they don't know what it is, because that's how it was for me. And then when I started like,
but what was the first multi effects?
I was using a Boss ME70.
Oh.
So like it had just like very simple thing. Like I didn't even know what compression did and all that. So I slowly try and figure out, and then like, oh, okay, I don't know. At that point, it was just like compression makes my guitar louder. That's all. Then
not wrong.
Yeah, and I didn't really fully understand the way it was. But when people create multi effects, I think they think of it as it's supposed to emulate the analog setup. So when this guy is asking like, why does he not have true bypass? It's because he probably comes from that like analog. Like he play for
I don't know if he came from that, but see, one of the thing that he told me was he just thought it would be a feature there, then it isn't. I'm not too sure where he came from.
So probably that's why he thinks lah. But like for a person who play all along with multi effects, they'll be like, just turn off my effects.
Next point.
Yeah. But I think the guy want to hear the M lah. Probably that's why.
I don't know him.
He probably bought some expensive
on
M.
a patch, or you can have 7 effects plus an amp.
Jared said, "Wow, 2 hours." What thing?
The looping time.
Oh right.
How portable is it?
I was like, huh? We only stream 30 minutes.
Yes, that's one of the nice things about this G6. It's fairly lightweight. It fits in some gig bags. It will fit in the backpack. It's easier to carry around with you wherever
Yeah, like,
you
it
need
looks-
to go.
Yeah, it looks quite
It's
light.
going to give
Yeah.
you
Quite
all
thin
of the
also.
same sounds and everything you would expect from a pedal like this in that smaller form factor.
On the other hand, the aesthetic looks better now.
What are
Agree on
the
that.
differences between the G11 and the G6? Well, some we already talked about. The G6 does not have
Okay,
MIDI.
yeah, so we already talked
and
about.
effects loop on both of these. The G11 has either 2 mono or a stereo effects loop, which allows you to bring in external hardware into your signal chain or make a parallel chain. The G6 only has 1 mono send and return.
Okay, thank you.
That SD card slot is also unique to the G6. And not only can you use that for the looper, but you can also use that to load in your IRs, which on the
Cool.
G11 you would do with the USB stick.
Yeah. Easier to SD card.
Yeah. You know, he remind me of John Sudano.
Who is John Sudano?
The guy who plays every song like the chords, right? Then he sing the Smash Mouth the song over it. Right.
What a reference. What a guy.
Okay, I think we're seeing now the G6. Really cool. It's very exciting. I can't wait to see the first unit here. Yeah.
Okay,
Then
so
we can
what's
try
next?
it out. Yeah. Okay, so for more of the G6, you can check out this video. Actually, all the videos today that we're going to go through, you can go and check it out yourself by registering for the event.
It's still available for sign up, or
Yes.
at most you go to the brand page and see though.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube also. Some
There
are
are
on
actually
YouTube.
some, for example, the Cork has released, they didn't even talk about it at NAMM, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
What is this?
Okay.
Podcasting with Zoom. Hey, same guy.
Podcasting. This is Samuel Green. Mr. Samuel Green.
Ah,
Okay,
the Green
so
family.
He's gonna take us through some of the new toys. The P4 and the P8. P4 we already have
Yeah,
stock already.
the
So,
P8 is
very
hotly
nice.
anticipated.
Yes. And actually we should also mention Mr. Brown. He dropped by the other day to
Oh,
pick
yeah.
up P4 for his
Mr. Brown with the blue hair.
Zone. Yeah. And his blue, what's the Apple the AirPods
AirPod
Max?
Max.
Yeah, he had a blue one and the day he came down with it. Crazy, yeah.
Baller.
Yeah. But he's quite a gearhead. We had a long discussion. So he got a Portrait P4 on his own and he just
Shout out
started
Mr.
doing-
Brown.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Brown. Not like he needs a shout out from us. We need a shout out from him actually, please.
Yeah, please.
Then he got the P4 to do his own podcast. So I think he just recorded his first episode with it. So to go and check it out as well. And today this Samuel Green will show us a
Studio
bit more about
on
this.
the road, anywhere they need to go.
The other one's the
Recorders
P8,
were
which we
small,
don't have
battery
yet.
powered, and they could take lots of microphones, which made it great for podcasting. But there's a couple features that are kind of specific to podcasters. And in the last year, we've been very excited to release a couple products to give podcasters those features.
You know,
To
do you
give
think
them
he's
all the
like reading a
tools that
script?
they
No, that's
need.
very clear. You think he's reading a
So we're
script,
going
or
to
is
be
he like
talking today
thinking
about
on
our
the spot?
P-Series
I think he's just talking.
recorders, our
He's gotta look like he's
DPM
just
one
talking.
microphone, and the podcast
Yeah.
mic pack you can get. And then we'll be taking some questions from you to make sure you know what you want to. So we're going to start off by
Okay,
taking a
200
look at the
meter.
P4.
You want to know who's reading? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we just
Just now got one guy, he looked like he reading.
The
Okay.
P4 is a portable podcasting solution that gives you plenty of
Nice.
inputs and
oh, look at that
outputs
camera angle, man.
and battery operation so you could take it anywhere.
Not like we never do
So we'll
before.
start by taking a look at our
Check
four
out
inputs
Ableton
on
live
the
stream.
top. These are high quality
On
preamps.
Facebook.
Now,
On
one of the
Facebook.
things with podcasting is the
On Facebook,
microphones used
YouTube.
sometimes require a
With
lot of gain.
Shafiq Ben
And the
and
P4 here can
K.
provide 70 dB of gain to make
Ooh.
sure that you can power.
I think
any
the
microphone.
L8 only offers
Along with
50
those four
something
mic
dB of
inputs,
gain.
you get 4 headphone outputs on the
I
bottom.
think.
It's important that everybody being recorded gets their own headphone mix with
Yeah.
their own volume control to make sure they can hear everything that they want to.
nice.
So to use the P4, you can put an SD card in, put your batteries in, or power it via one of the
For
USB
people that think
ports.
that the P4 looks
Plug
small
in your
because of the guy's hands,
microphones,
right? The thing actually is really
set
very
your
small.
gain,
It literally
your
fits with the
headphone
palm of my
volumes,
hands.
Yeah.
and hit the record button.
Just can
That's
we
how
get the
simple the
P4?
operation could be from the beginning. You're always going to record multi-channel, meaning you'll get an individual file for each input plus your sound pads, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Oh,
That means that you're going to be able to transfer those files to your
Look at this thing.
computer to do any sort of
it's
editing
literally
you
the
want
size
to
of my
them.
palm.
At the same time, though, it will record a
Look at this thing.
Yeah, this is exactly
It's
what you
bigger than my face.
No, it's smaller than your face.
Alright, it fits on my face. I'm like a 4-eye cyclops.
4 XLR input cyclops.
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Let's be.
It's uncomfortably close, that camera.
Stereo mix of all of the inputs together. So if your show is more of a live thing where you don't need much editing, you'll have that stereo file ready to go. Now, one of the most important things for podcasters is the ability to record remote interviews. And the P4 gives you a few ways to accomplish that. The first way is using the 3.5 millimeter TRRS jack on the side of the
Try saying TRRS quick.
Now this allows you
TRRS,
which you'll notice is different than your typical TRS because it has an
TRRS. That's TRRS.
And you can plug that into your P4. Plug the other side into your phone using an adapter if necessary. In this case, I need to use a lightning adapter.
Apple man.
Take channel 3, switch that over to my...
One thing we learned from Mr. Brown today is TRS cables are very hard to come by. I thought it was like quite easy to find, but he said he searched everywhere for it. Then in the whole Simlim, only one shop.
I know one thing for sure, Challenger does not have it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how rare.
But also,
Challenger don't have.
Most people don't even notice the extra ring on a TRRS.
Yeah.
So people always get confused. Like, hey, why can't it work? Like, well, this isn't meant to work.
Phone input, and I will now record any caller coming into this phone, whether it's from the regular phone app, whether it's from Zoom or Google or any app that's going to output audio. You will get that audio onto the P4. At the same time, the P4 will output signal to that caller so they can hear you.
That's one of the features I love on
the
the
special mix called the
really,
mix
really good.
minus. And you need that because if the caller was hearing themselves, they get echo or feedback, and that would result in a poorer quality experience. You need that mix minus so that it will cut the caller's audio out, and they only hear the other people talking on the podcast.
I'm working.
Now, alternatively to using this cable, you can use our BTA2 Bluetooth adapter.
BTA2, which also installed.
This plugs into that same port as well
this
as
works
the port
for
next
the
to it.
P4. I think it
and
works
that will allow me to
for
connect to my
the
phone via Bluetooth and do the same thing. Open up any app, turn channel 3 to my phone input, and I'll be able to record that caller, and they'll hear me as well. There is a third option for recording a remote interview, and that is to use the USB connection. So plug the USB.
I like these two USB-C connections.
Open up
one
whatever
to power,
program
one for
you
data.
use, Skype, Google, Microsoft Teams.
Google.
Set the P4 as the input and output device for that program, and turn channel 4
looks like a Star Trek
to the
machine.
USB input option. Now we'll record
Jim,
that caller
break out the
onto channel
transpondulator.
4, and again, they'll
Scanning
receive
for
a mix
hostile
minus
activity.
back, so they hear everything without getting any sort of echo or feedback.
No grumbles
With the
found.
P4, you can actually
Seriously speaking,
record a
the
caller
P4
from
has
a
very
phone
useful
and from
features
your
for
computer at the same time.
interviews
They'll be
and
able to hear
podcasts.
each other. So you can do 2 remote interviews.
There are other stuff that you
at the
can do the same
exact
thing also,
time.
but this has
And in that
literally
case,
everything you need
you would
to.
have your 2
What
mic
the?
inputs
It's still 45
available, so
minutes
you
here.
could have 2
Yeah.
hosts in-house, plus
That's why.
inputs
Fast
3
forward a
and
bit.
4 bringing
Okay,
in
thanks,
your
Mr. Samuel
external
Green. Exciting. Let's see the P8. See the P8.
The other big feature
You can
for
find this video once
podcasters
again
is
on
the ability
the
to use.
Believe in Music
Now
website.
from there,
the app
if you need
also,
to upgrade, if
go
you
and
need more
register.
inputs or more features, we can move over.
This one
to
will
our
definitely be one of the
podcast
most anticipated
P.
product of the start of the year.
And this is, as you can see,
Oh, it
a
looks
more
damn cool,
robust unit, a
Yeah.
tabletop unit. That's
And
going
it's
to give us a
color
lot more
coordinated.
features for recording our podcast, but still give us that portability and simplicity
In
that
before
the
people
P4 does.
ask us, this one
to
is it
make
MIDI
easy.
controller?
So we'll take a look at the top panel of the P8 first, and the first thing to notice is 6 mic inputs on this unit. They're the same preamps as the P4, which means they still have that 70 dB gain, so you can use any microphone with
You
them.
want to be loud, you want to be soft, no problem.
There's some color coding on this unit to make things a little bit easier. You'll notice the switch on input 1 is red, along with our fader, along with our meter on the screen to help us keep track of everything that we're doing while we're recording our podcast. Now, just like the P4, we have the ability to record remote interviews through the TRRS connection. And again, you can use
for
a cable
people who want to
or
find out more information, there's actually a comparison
our
video done on
BTA2
YouTube
Bluetooth
already,
adapter to
uploaded
wirelessly
by, I
connect
can't remember
to our
who's the
phone.
YouTuber,
And
but
we
he
also
did
have
a
the option
comparison
to
between the
use the
P8
USB
and
port
another similar
back,
product by another brand
connect to our computer,
that shall not be mentioned.
and
It's very
bring in a
informative.
caller
It rhymes
on
with
USB.
load.
And again, we could do both of those those at the same time. The good thing is in this case,
Yeah.
the phone input is on a separate
the model rhymes with
thing
Loadcaster Pro.
Load-
Loadcaster Low.
Load blaster
our sound
mode.
pads on the
Yeah,
P8.
so
Obviously, we
this
have a
gentleman
few
here is
more.
going
We
to
have
talk about the
9
features,
here, and
but
then
if you really want to hear
multiple
how
colors,
it
which will allow us
is
to
in
organize
action,
those sound pads
the
a
video is
little
up on
bit.
YouTube. You can take a
Sound
look.
pad menu,
You can make
where
up
we
your
can
mind for
see
yourself. Lah.
our 9 sound pads we have set, but we can
Alright,
actually set 4
so-
banks of sound pads that we can
Yeah, fully
have
touchscreen,
pre-programmed.
Very nice.
different
not only
3.5
can we
mm
have,
outputs,
9,
so you
we
don't need to
actually
get
have
recording
36
adapter.
sounds
So you can
ready
literally
to
use
go
any
at
headphones you
given
already
time
have.
during the podcast.
Color
Or
color
you could have these
coded
banks set
features.
up if you have multiple shows to
Yeah.
set up your multiple sounds. So that
They
you don't have to reload
Zoom
them
put
every
their
time.
very good user
Are they
interface onto
are they
the-
digital
Now
though?
for each input
Like,
on
can
the
it
P8,
save
we have some
settings?
input selections. So I'm going to hit mic 1.
You ask him.
That's going to bring up my mic 1 menu.
I can't go
here,
back in
where
time.
First, we have our mic preamp.
We might have to find
our
out that
gain
for
up and
ourselves.
down, and a nice meter there that's going to help us set
When it
that
comes,
gain correctly.
Yeah, if this has
And then
saves,
we
then
have
it's quite
a
easy.
on-off
Yeah.
limiter, which will help us avoid clipping or getting an
Okay.
overload. in
As
our
a
signal.
podcaster
a
myself, can see it, can see it. As a podcaster myself now, I really appreciate the improvement in the user interface because like they
Simpler.
are really good at doing that, and
Yeah.
when they put that into a tool like this, it really makes your workflow for your podcast very easy and straightforward lah. I mean, you don't have to spend so much time fumbling around a lot of controls on a traditional mixer.
Yeah, you
You
can instead of just trying to fumble around your tool, you can just touch your tool easier. It's a bit smoother to find like what you want on the tool.
Let's move on. Let's move on. That's the P4 and the P8. That's the P4 and P8. So once again, you want to see this video, it's on here. Oh my god, we are only on. We are.
Okay, so next up is field
10%
recording with
done.
32-bit. So
Okay, this one I think maybe we don't go too deep. It's a very deep
it's a
rabbit hole.
tutorial basically. So for those of you who are doing any field recording sounds you want to do for TV, movies, music video or whatnot, there is always a need for you to have obviously the most pristine audio you can possibly get. But sometimes you can't control the environment. Maybe the coffee shop is too noisy or the car park is too noisy or whatnot. So what you want is to have basically the highest possible samples that you can have, so that when you go back in the studio and do your edits, it's you have a lot of information left for your video. So with that, there are different like sample rates and bit rates for you to consider. Zoom has added the 32-bit into their recording, so that means wherever you go to record, you'll capture the most possible information you can from your samples, so that when you go back, it's easier for you to do adjustments. Like you don't need to worry about it clipping and like basically destroying the audio in general. So
we got a
Zoom,
comment from Benjamin saying PA looks amazing, guys. Can't wait for it.
I also cannot wait
Same.
for P8, man. After
Yeah.
P6, wrong P. But yes, hotly anticipated for this half of the year at least.
Yeah.
It's
Probably gonna front our podcast from
the P4.
when it
The
arrives.
P4 alone is really pretty popular right now. The L8, don't even need to mention, our literal top product last year. The P8 will definitely be an improvement and nicer experience, I think, because it's more streamlined towards like podcasting instead of like a general use now.
If you haven't heard of the L8, you are so 2000 and late. Jace can get me the tudums. The badams. Okay, thanks.
If you have to ask for it, man. Yeah, so maybe
Weak.
maybe you just skip,
Weak AF.
we'll just skip through a little bit of the field recording, see what they say. We won't go through the whole thing.
Okay.
Alright, so
Well, I see that slide already scenery.
But it can.
okay, so I'm gonna explain for him a little bit. So in general, 24-bit is the standard. I think has been a standard for a while regarding how people do their recording. So this page, I assume, is gonna talk about that. So basically, imagine this is how I imagine this to be. So imagine you have a net the size, which is this particular size, which is 24-bit. Then by the time you catch fish. So by the time you bring back up, sometimes you will drop some of the fish because they are like not useful or whatnot.
I dropped my fish.
Yeah, 32-bit is basically a bigger net. So when you actually go out and capture whatever fish you want, the 32-bit ensures that you have at least you have more varieties to choose from. So whatever trash that you have, you can take away, but you still have a lot of information or a lot of fish left to use. So that's what a bit rate is. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how you typically do. Basically, you have to keep on adjusting the gain because volume changes. All right. Let's see what else you talk about. It's a 20-minute video, so if you are really interested in this topic, you really want to learn, you can watch this video. It's probably up on YouTube also.
Here. In here is the explanation.
Yeah.
The actress talking loudly, then again set to low.
Yeah.
Then suddenly she very quiet.
Yes.
Then you got to adjust. Again.
Correct. So some Zoom products have auto gain, so it sort of helps with that problem, but sometimes like things happen.
It's fine if you're using it for like a Zoom call. I mean, not to confuse with this Zoom, but like say a video conferencing software. You're using that is fine. But when you start recording stuff that you want to, really have a good quality audio, then this might affect lah.
So far, I think nothing online is 32-bit at the moment. I think Zoom is one of the more accessible brands for you to achieve this quality of recording. Yes. So if you're not convinced, come down and try. The F2 will have in the future. The F6 already has it as well. So yeah. So no need for limiters, no loss in quality. Basically, have more information.
Dynamic range so large you cannot clip.
Yeah.
That is the.
It's so big that you can't quit.
Too big to quit.
Yeah. So there's the F6 and the F2 now. So the 2-pager looking thing.
Oh,
let's see what it is.
No, the spacebar doesn't work, bro.
Oh.
You got it. Yeah.
We're going to start with the F6. So I'm going to power this on.
Just now in the comment section, they say before start he got jitters.
At the screen.
I like how even though he's a Zoom product specialist, he also forget where the on button is. Every time I want to turn on like whatever stuff for the customer, I'm like,
and that's because we only need the one knob, which is going to be our fader adjustment, and is not going to be our gain adjustment. These knobs actually, when you twist them, they arm. When you turn them all the way to the left, they disarm. And so that's how you're going to arm or disarm your tracks to record. We have 6 inputs on this recorder. 3 on each side.
Very cute.
Yeah.
We have a headphone output with a volume control, as well as a line output on the other side, which we could use to go to a camera. If we're recording along with the camera.
So I think the next up, he's gonna talk about how to actually use a 32-bit in the F6 and the F2.
Hook up our outputs.
So when it comes, or you come to our showroom, you can come and try. If you're interested, or again, you can watch the video. Either on the Believe In Music Week app or YouTube.
And really,
any other question, guys?
We're going any questions, let us know. On the SD card,
or you can go back in time and ask Samuel Green also.
Hit that record button.
According to Alvin.
These inputs are rated to take mic level as well as line level.
Yeah, but just a side introduction, if people who don't know what F2 and F6 is, they are basically few recorders.
And
the difference between them and like the H series recorders is their features are more useful for nature recording. So if you're gonna record out with camera, with video camera for film or whatnot, most of them have like time code sync, so you don't have to like piece together after the fact to stitch them together, because sometimes there's a lag or sometimes it just doesn't match.
So there's a time
so they are also built in terms of their size a little bit more conducive. They're either made of metal or they're very small. So it's easy to mount or easy to clip onto your talent or on your camera or whatnot. So that is the difference. Zoom have a few already. Obviously with the H recorders as well.
You can input a time code signal to sync the internal clock to an external source. There are some metadata options when recording with the F6. You can name scenes, and then every time you hit record, there will be a take number. And when you hit record again, it will keep on.
Okay, so that's
ordered by the producer to move on. So
right, so that's the 32-bit by Zoom. Again, watch the video if you want to finish the thing. What else? Jordan Rudess. Okay, so I don't.
Let's just listen to him perform. That's all he needs to say. Enough said. He's my friend. He's my friend.
So he's playing on the Nautilus.
Oh, nice. Is that his house? Oh, he uses OP6.
Where's the OP6?
We on his house.
There's a Kronos on the floor.
Oh, this is how you know you're baller. Got Kronos on the floor.
And obviously right next to an actual grand piano.
Is there a Kronos on the floor? Why? Kiambu. Kiambu.
That was a different angle. Ah, there's the objects.
Wow.
Oh, look at that rack scene, man.
Playgrounds, yeah.
If you want to see what a professional musician's house looks like, you can watch this video. Alright.
Nice.
So that's Jordan Rudess. He's playing for Korg
Korg.
right now. The Nautilus. He plays in a little known band called Dream Theater.
You may have
You know
heard of
Cap,
them. You may have heard of them.
Ah.
They have a little known drummer.
Yeah, so in the rated videos, you can see his other stuff also. And I think the new Korg products, so you can check it out. Alright, so that's Jordan Rudess. Next one is Future Synths.
Alright, this is Team's territory, by the way. Team, the
I
synth
think
man.
they're gonna talk about the new stuff that they are gonna release.
Team Man, the synth man.
So Korg this year has been releasing a lot of new products, which is gonna be good for us. Yay! Woo. Up the module.
Again.
Alan Ron Perlman. That's not Ron Perlman. That's the sound you're hearing from the 2600, which is very cool. And the 700 FS.
Stranger Things did something for synths.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like after they show her, that's
Like-
such a good idea. The basket to hold the vinyls. Very good.
Oh, I use a bookend.
Bookend, yeah, that's a good idea.
So the very nice looking 700
Walao
FS.
eh. What the guy doing here? Frisky, yeah.
Well, when playing with synths, you need to think on the wild
Jordan
side.
Rudess is feeling frisky.
Is that Jordan Rudess?
Oh, I don't know.
This comes with a case. No, I don't think anybody mentioned, but the M700 FS comes with a case. Looks damn good.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is the mod wave. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, so this is just a showcase, lah.
Yeah.
No talk. Do they show the optics?
Probably. Oh, there's a chaos pad there also.
Nice.
No, the first time I ever saw a chaos pad was on Matthew Bellamy's guitar.
Oh yeah.
That was so cool.
That was like a modified, not his original intention kind of thing.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't. They like had to cut the side.
Yeah, they had to cut. Nah,
body.
the manufacturer custom made for him.
Yeah. And
Drum look.
and we never even heard of that until the
I thought I started working
put
here.
into his guitar.
Yeah, this one I'm excited for.
アナログとデジタルのハイブリッドなシンセサイザーとして展開してきたローグシリーズに今度は
But I
リ
don't
ズ
speak
ムマシン
Japanese.
が加わる。
And digital
すごい。
synthesis parts provide a wide array. It features individual assignable
Wow, the
outputs
lighting like
as
Yes,
well
yeah.
as a direct performance-oriented
too much. Lower a
interface
bit.
and a sequencer with
I'm seeing too many people, man. I need to get darker a bit. Like the item is a prototype, the video is a prototype.
Huh? Oh.
Wave State SE.
Oh, nice aesthetics. Green and purple complementary
コルグ
color.
の今泉
61 key version
今
wave
日
state.
は開発中のウェーブステート SE
So it's basically a wave station.
Wave state.
It's basically another wave station.
61件を備えた。そして
Japanese don't have V, right? They say Weibo.
ウェーブステートはモデレーションが
Weibo
豊富ですので
Web.
演奏しながら
Weibo.
モデレーションをすることができる
That's Korean.
のが非常に
Wait.
内部の音色も新たに追加しまして、そして、従来のプリロードに関してもアフタータッチのリボイシング、
After touch.
パネル面はアルミニウム製
Yeah.
で、つまみ
It
も
looks-
アルミニウムで、非常に
Oh, the
作りになっている
Product shoot nice.
それでは
It looks a bit more hardcore, the design for this.
Look at the colors, man.
I like the guy, man. Does it come with the keyboard? Aftertouch.
Nice. Okay, can we move on?
That sound good. Sound damn good. But it's so good, it's like the majority of the other videos. Oh, this is cool. You didn't know this?
You like You like the
you know, like Korg release software versions of their synth, their legend synth. There's a VR version.
Yes.
Holy smoky. It's damn cool. Look at this.
Yeah, this. When I first saw this video from far away, I thought this was real.
It's so trippy. If they manage to make this whole experience smooth, right, I will go and buy an iPad or what, and I'll just be in this like 24 hours a day.
You buy VR headset.
I'll just take some of my party favors and I'll be in like the whole day.
This is the real reason why you guys want to buy VR.
Yeah, man.
To play scene.
Oh, this I can't emphasize. This is so cool.
You think what? We waste our time? Huh?
It's so cool.
You know, waste our time with that kind of meaningless stuff.
Finally, someone does something good with virtual reality. Beyond nothing good has ever come up beyond this point.
Hey, got a hand. Surgeon simulator.
No guy uses that for that purpose.
No, this is the real.
This is the real reason.
Then you know you can make your own crowd. You like, lame,
what? Why did they assume I have fair skin? Because you're so cool.
Let's not make this political. Just enjoy the music. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Yongfeng say this is quite sick.
This is super sick.
Imagine they got one for guitar and then you just like anyhow play but the sound the whole then got crowd.
Okay. So that was the Korg Gadget VR. I think only available in iOS. Only available in iOS at the moment. So for all you Apple users, like I say, if they can make the whole thing smooth, I will go and buy an iPad right now. Just be in this forever.
He won't come to work already.
Yeah, man. Why play real scenes when I can play VR scenes?
Excellent point.
So the Mackie, have you gone through the Mackie yet?
Where is the market for synth since there are no good wait, I cannot read properly. Where is the market for synth since there are so many good MIDI controllers right now?
Okay, the thing about playing with an actual hardware synth is the same as playing with pedals for guitar, since Yongfeng plays guitar, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so the same concept is that you can play with so many modelers now. You can play with the IRs, you can play with whatever reamping through your comp. But at the end of the day, you just want to turn on an equipment and play.
Yeah.
You can use it with a computer. You can use it, obviously, you can use it with a MIDI controller. But sometimes, even if you buy a good MIDI controller, they don't necessarily have the same features. Or like maybe it's not properly mapped to some filters and whatnot, and then you have to go and do after the fact, which you can do if that's your thing. But sometimes especially like our vocals have proved that people just want something simple but something they can hold. So it's other than just the controller itself. You can hold the synth in your hands, the analog sound. You can put it through headphones, pair it with other vocals, pair it with whatever synth, pair it with effects pedal of your guitar, or probably also. It's something that tangible you can hold. And people will never let go of that. Yeah, it's extremely tactile.
Yeah.
And as musicians, as much as we use our ears, sometimes you just want to touch something also. So yeah.
And for MIDI controllers, as much as it is, right, you are pretty much using the plugins. And plugins are getting better. But I would say they are still not. I don't know. When I hear the analog synths myself in person, I still find that there is a richness to the sound that you can't replace with plugins.
And it's also like another thing
guitar, plugins are like
another thing is with controllers, their actions are kind of like the same. So if you buy one maybe with the intention of playing piano style stuff, when you play a synth, the feeling is extremely different. Same vice versa. If you buy one for synth, when you want to play piano, it's very different. So you either buy a lot of synth or you buy a lot of controllers. Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, MIDI controller is like it's like a blood door.
It's like buying a guitar. La. You have
Then
one
a
guitar, you want to buy
synth-
another guitar. Buy another
A
guitar for another
synth
reason.
is a real woman.
I won't go that far, but
Let's
sure.
move on, let's
Alvin
move on.
Sayan. All right,
It's a
so
real.
hope that helps.
I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so ProFX V3.
Oh, he said okay. Toying with the idea of getting it. Yes, still in the pedals now and doing the digital and IR.
There's always the best of both worlds. You can always do both. And what drives creativity is you can find your own way to like put two together to fulfill your requirement.
Fulfill your needs.
Alvin, fulfill your needs. Okay, ProFX V3.
No time, no time.
So for
Let's move on.
our customers, you guys may have known whenever you come here to look for mixes. Sometimes we offer like a Zoom mixer, sometimes we offer a Mackie Mixer. So the Mackie Mixer, they released the V3, I think 1 year plus ago already. Yeah, it's been out for a while already. Is just before the Onyx is gonna come out. This is their newest mixer.
Right.
So it combines the Onyx preamps from the previous VLZ series, which was their like top of the line mixer, paired together with the effects engine on the ProFX V2, and then the combined become the V3.
Nice.
So let's see what they're gonna talk about. Most of you should already know
1 hour.
what it looks like and what it feels like. So let's see what else they have to say.
Gain and like Ty said, those hungry microphones, gain hungry microphones, like say an SM7B that requires a lot of
60
gain.
dB of gain on the ProFX.
Directly into our
The
Onyx
P8
preamp,
had 70
crank that thing up with no
dB
cloud
of gain.
lifter, and you're going to get a nice clean sound. We added single knob compression,
So
which was a huge request from our user base.
Different
a lot of
requirements
people
have
requesting
different
that.
specifications.
So the product manager Chaz Philgood, he put
I'm
that
just
all
trying
together
to
for you guys. Added that
stir the
single knob
pot.
compression.
And this has 24-bit. The
got
F6
the
has 32.
24, built-in GigFX processor instead of 16. We've upped it
So
up
what are you
to
trying to say?
24 now.
I'm
And
trying
then
to say,
the big thing
different-
which we offer for
if
the
you go
modern
into the
audio
a
needs is the
noisy
24-bit
environment, you
192
wouldn't bring a mixer
kilohertz
out, you
recording
bring a
audio
F6.
interface that's built
But if you're at
into the
home, you
mixer.
wouldn't use such
It
a
comes
small
in the
thing. You want a
entire
big
series.
interface.
So you get 2-in recording. It's a
Just
stereo
stirring the
bus
pot.
recording. We'll actually take all your channels
Okay lah. So what
about
else?
yourself. Like
Also
can
USB.
you tell us a little bit
Also
about
got
your band,
USB.
Bree?
Yeah, I play bass in a band called Taco Cat, and
Yeah.
we've been
Taco Cat.
kind of started out as a DIY band.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Hit the road hard for like 13 years until COVID, and now
And I'm gonna
we're
assume
chilling.
all of them are going through the
Oh.
ProFX mixer now. So
No,
that's a
Very
sound.
cool.
Yeah, they have-
And,
they have a
Robin, can you tell us a little bit
FX6V3
about your solo act
Mm.
and what your music's like?
Yeah,
High
totally.
volume.
I
I
play
like
solo
that
as
voice.
Lisa Prank, and Brie also sometimes plays bass in it. But the original,
Chill out.
So what else?
Chill
yeah,
out.
those are all
Yeah,
talking
so it's
about
Q&A.
the
So if you're
previous
interested
grabbing.
in this band
Mm.
and this guitarist called David Wiener, and the ProFX mixer in general, you can check out the video. It's available on the app.
Yeah.
Next up, MC series headphones. So before they talk about it, right now there are five models of the headphones. So it starts from the 100, and then 150, 250, 350, and 450. What they all do is they are I want to say your ear hole, but so different levels.
sound
So
in your
depending
ear
if you're gonna use it for this casual listening, not to use it for critical listening, not to use it for studio recording, there are different models available for you to choose from. The 350 and 450 are both studio headphones, except one is open back, which is a 450, then the close back, which is 350.
Mm.
Which is better, which is worse? See which one you want to use. Alright.
Jamie Hernandez.
2021. We're virtual.
Oh, their ring
but
light
we are
is
live, and we are just
strong,
so
man.
glad to have you back with us. I've noticed a lot of you participating in the other live sessions.
setup
So
is all
thank you for
good, though.
joining this one
I
as
think she's
well.
using the
I'm Janie Hernandez. I am the product
150.
marketing manager at Mackie, and this live
Oh,
presentation
she was
is
showing me
featuring
some.
our MC series headphones. We're coming to you from Virtual NAMM again. We have a ton
DB100
of great stuff planned
mic
for you, so
stand.
thanend you for joining us. First
EM91C
off, stick around to the end
condenser mic.
because anyone who is
PF100
here
PF100
attending
filter.
here
Oh,
and
are we
participating in the
nuts,
event
yeah?
chat within Swap Card. That's
Okay,
right.
let's see what else I have to say.
Monitors add Bluetooth to that set, and so
Oh, CRA.
it gives any set of
Oh,
monitors.
they're talking about
Bluetooth
speakers also.
capability.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
What
so
do
the
you all think about
subwoofer
that? That's
is
pretty
extremely
cool.
underrated. Because it's small.
So mics,
but
headphones.
and it's loud, but it's not like
Mackie wasn't
intrusive.
always known
There's
for
a
these
control that you can
types of
use to
products,
turn
right?
also to control the
What
volume.
was some of the
You don't need to
reasoning
bend down and
why
go
we
behind to
decided to go
adjust.
in this direction? I mean, what were customers
And it's only
asking?
like 300 plus for active sub.
Well, you know,
A lot of my customer like the
all of
control.
these projects started
Yeah, that's one thing that hard to
pre-COVID,
find.
They just like to like turn the
craziness.
thing.
But what we found is that the entry point for content.
No.
How dare you assume that?
Studio time, and then
Yo,
you know,
what's up, man?
all of the equipment, man, was just out.
No.
there. I mean, you know,
Oh, no.
I guess
No.
you guys would probably remember the big reel-to-reel recording equipment, and you had.
He thought I just want to groove.
Awesome.
No.
Thank you so much for getting that together.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Chris.
regardless, the headphones and the speakers are all available in our showroom. You can give them a try when you come down.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Next.
The Black Star?
Hmm.
Have you gone through Black Star?
No.
Okay, so Sing. So Black Star is obviously a guitar amp company. They've been making amps for a very long time. This is their 2021 release.
ID called V3. Very nice. This is one of the best amps for beginners, I think. Like a lot of my customers come in and they're not sure what amp they're looking for. I always let them see the V2 previously, and then now they're coming out with a V3. So really, really good stuff. Very versatile, a lot of effects, a lot of different voices, and you can combine the effects. There's modulation, there's delay, there's reverb in all in one amp, which is like, I wish I had this when I was
And
starting
that's just
out.
the V2. The V3 comes with all those things.
Yeah.
Plus, it's portable. It can be portably powered now. There's a handle at the back for easy access. There's direct live stream connections.
Yes.
So good.
And also, you can use it as an audio interface.
You can use it as an audio
Which is
interface also.
amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, I'd like to
Hey,
introduce
Steve!
the new ID Core version 3.
Top of the morning,
We
Steve!
are
I don't think he heard you.
success
Say louder.
of the best-selling entry-level
Steve!
out there today.
Oh,
Black
Monstera.
Star have
Or
sold
Figment.
a staggering 315,000 core products globally. We aim to give the best experience that your customers can get.
So
at
this
a
guy
price
is the product specialist at
We're
Black
proud to
Star. He has
say
been to our
that a
showroom
third of our
twice
products
now.
are in our
We do
range.
podcast with him
once,
also.
once.
We're committed to
And did a
giving guitar
podcast here
players
with
the
us
best
once.
sound,
So it's available on our Facebook.
and features
Yeah.
He's a very
for
good
the
player.
way
He has his
people
own
play
band as
today.
well.
For home
Very nice.
recording, practice, and performance. This is the amp you can
Hey
use
Steve, if
for
you're watching, sup
not just
mine?
for playing guitar, but for gaming audio.
We're supposed to
and
go
even
for a
watching
beer
movies
with
in
him when
super wide stereo.
COVID
So
stops.
what's new, right? It's not just a new look, there are new features.
Looking forward to
You can
that.
now use your ID Core
Okay,
for
so
live streaming. This is
the
crucial
features
for
already
both
mentioned. So
performance
next up is the
on
app, the software that it comes with.
Architect software is the new interface for
Yeah.
controlling and
So for
customizing
any one of
many
y'all
of the
who's interested in
advanced
buying like
features of
I don't know,
upcoming
some
Black Star
modelers,
products,
some IR
including
loaders or
Fabric.
whatnot,
Architect will be available
why not
for
just
both
consider the
PC and
V3, the
has
Black
been
Star ID
developed
Core
from the
V3,
ground
because you
up.
can do all those things,
Compatible with
and
the
it's such a
latest
small amp. There's a physical speaker in your room,
Lena
and you can still adjust
Black
like
Star
mic
Architect
positions
software
and
will
IRs
replace
and
the
whatnot,
outgoing insider software
and you
and
can
will be
control
backwards
the
compatible
software,
with all
the
existing
amp
patches
effects
and Black Star products
on the computer as well.
Mm.
in addition to
The architect software they just show is really nice.
Architect is
Looks
also
really good.
interface to Fabric,
Look at it.
allowing
Yeah.
you to access
The UI kind of reminds me a little bit of some plugins that I use.
create, store,
Uh,
and share patches for your favorites.
What's the Corey one?
There's a new
Yeah,
Neural.
it kind of looks like Neuro.
It look also like the Valhalla
creating and sharing
Yeah.
great times.
plugins.
And also
They're nice.
Isn't that
Love
same
it.
company?
to work how
Is
you
it?
want.
Is it not?
There are also some great new
The Valhalla
products
and
features like
the Corey Wong shit. It's made by Neuro.
No, no. They're not. They're
Oh.
not.
archive and upload
Yeah, but
entire
it looks
sets
good
of patches.
and convenient.
And
So
when you
basically, you
use
get more bang out of a buck
Sonic
for the
Light
same
Box,
size amp.
Architect has a new
I can't emphasize how light the thing is. The thing is super light. It's super easy
Yeah.
to keep in your room.
providing inspiration
Yeah.
and a great starting point.
So a lot of parents when we say got 10 watt, got 20 watt, got 40 watt, then they 40 watt is too heavy.
There's this-
Then I show them then it's actually
There was
not.
this comment I heard the other day. Like sometimes when people use IRs and what, they try to emulate the sound of you being in a live room. So let's say you use a 4x12 and a SM58
Oh yeah.
stereo mic. They tend to aim for the sound in the room.
Emulate the output. Gordon Smith. That's the one that Steve has. What's happening?
Let me introduce to you the carry-on guitar. When you can't take your expensive guitar away with you, this guitar is the answer. It's a portable travel-sized electric guitar with awesome playability that feels like a full-size guitar. This instrument was designed in association with master luthiers at Gordon Smith Guitars, using the finest
Healing them
materials
out,
available. The body and neck are made from a single piece of akumi with a set neck
Akumi.
construction. The strings travel through the body, resulting in excellent
Yeah,
sustain
so we
and
already have
tuning.
the small guitar from
The
Box.
single hand-wound
There'll be an
amp
accompaniment one now.
has a split coil option for great tones at your fingertips.
Full details
The
of the
natural neck
package will
and
be on
body
the
feel
Blackstar website.
high-end,
Eventually, when we
complemented
get
with a
stock, we
premium
also listen on ours as well.
Carry-on guitar
Very
is
nice.
available in
Alright,
deluxe
so
and
let's move
standard
on a little bit.
When we live
They
streamed
were
with them
on
that time, I
tour
think that was the
before
backdrop.
doing an arena tour around
Wasn't
the
that his
world.
house?
No,
She
no, no.
plays
It's their
everything
office.
from melodic
No, as in
clean
Oh,
through
him
to
with him it was his house, but
industrial aggression.
with
right.
It's
bosses,
really
yeah.
amazing what she
Paul
does.
and Ian.
And everything is always
So
done with
this is
amazing
a
feel,
artist edition.
style, and tone.
This is
So
Ian,
we're
huh?
so excited to get to work with her. It's not often that we do anything with an artist
The
in
M
terms of a
looks nice,
signature
the-
product.
yeah.
So far, we've only ever done 2 before.
Oh
I
yeah, this
remember
M.
Yeah.
It looks so
So
good.
this is what it looks like.
It's
But
got
it's
a
limited
really
edition.
unique Art Deco inspired.
But it looks very good.
I love the
cosmetic
logo.
styling,
So sick.
which is totally
Alright,
different
so
to anything we've ever
Colour
done
also damn
before.
nice.
There's only going to be
That's the
100
last
of
one
these
for
worldwide.
this Blackstar video.
Okay, very nice.
Any
Next,
other
next.
questions about the products? Can go see the website first.
Yeah.
And this is.
Martin want to protect the planet. Very good.
And time to talk about it.
Nope.
They'll be live soon. 5 hours ago.
All right.
A green group.
Hey,
Hey.
Chris Martin.
Group came to us. This is quite
He'll
a
try to
while
fix
ago,
you,
and
man,
they
the
said,
planet.
We know that Mr.
Yeah.
Martin is concerned about sustainability. And you really
Yeah, so
Can I get a
we
bottom?
would like you, the Martin Company, to sign this document.
for most people that are not aware, acoustic guitars are made of wood,
Certified sustainable wood.
and wood comes from
quality
trees.
products in 5 years.
So Martin themselves as a company, they've been around for over like 100 years now. Obviously, just one company has already made use of a lot of trees to make their products, and then after that, a bunch of different other acoustic guitar companies came out since then as well. So the impact that just instruments alone have on the environment is quite substantial. That's excluding like furniture and like other art products or whatnot. So there's always a need to replenish the nature's trees and stuff. So Martin themselves are taking up the initiative to start working with other environmental agencies to see what they can do regarding like conserving wood, making use of alternative tone woods to ensure the same quality sound while not using like trees that are going extinct.
I think they've been quite involved in this process already.
Martin
Like,
themselves are
we have sustainable wood guitars,
yes.
installed.
Other
alternative woods.
brands are also taking up following the same footsteps and doing their own stuff as well. But it's probably still not enough. So there's always a need to always look at better ways to do this kind of thing. I just realized I talk over him a lot. So yeah.
This material came from a tree. It was just processed by man. This
Laminate
wood.
is still wood.
It's laminate. But
laminate,
it's wood.
but it's wood.
It's really durable. This, the fingerboard and the bridge, paper products. Where does paper come from? A tree. So I'm proud of this. I'm proud of the fact that here's an affordable guitar that really doesn't use any rare exotic woods. So I could talk and talk and talk and talk. I'm going to come back in a little while and talk a little more. Right now, I'd like to pass this over to Fred Everett. Fred, what's your current job these days?
Good afternoon, everybody. Chris, my current job is the director of process improvement.
Yeah, so these are the
I've
different
had the pleasure of working at Martin
companies they've
Guitars
been working with
since,
to make their
1994,
cars.
Going on my 27th anniversary, and about the first 22 years of my career here, I was heavily involved.
Yeah, let's just move forward a little bit.
We go out to the sites. We make sure
I have no idea what
that
this is.
there's no illegal activity.
Every day is
no
Earth Day.
corruption occurring at the.
Yeah, any day you stay on Earth is Earth Day for you, whether or not you like it. Yeah, so that is Martin's idea for this year, or rather last year until this year. Basically, trying to step up a little bit more regarding the environmental causes to ensure quality products, but with like more sustainable means. The same few guitars will still be around. D28s, D18s will still be around. But that's one eye at the past, and one eye into the future is they need to find ways to make the guitars, their products, are a little bit more sustainable, and probably show the way to other companies how to do it better as well. So Martin, it's not just traditional; they're always at the forefront of innovation. Yeah, SC13E. Speaking of SC13E,
yeah, next we have the making of the SC13E, which we kind of had a little bit of an idea about when we were speaking to Mr. Fred Green over a podcast that we did earlier in last year, mid-year last year.
So for those of you who still don't know, the SC13E is Martin's latest
seductive
model of guitar. So it's not anything I've ever seen before from either Martin or whatever other brands. It's something completely new. It feels completely different. Even if you have played a wizard neck electric guitar, right, this will not feel like the same. It is a very unique product. It's a very unique guitar. And I think our secondary producer is trying to go home now.
You know, the genesis or the root part of this project started with this.
All right, so there is a behind the scenes of SC13 on the website, on the app. So if you want to see, take a look. If not, just come here and play the guitar. We have one piece left, by the way.
Yes.
All right.
Do come down and check it out if you would like. And anything you're not sure, just check with us lah. Yeah.
All right. So
we're
that
getting chased out.
is it for today. We will be back again tomorrow to talk about the last day of NAMM.
Yes. All right. So thanks for watching. We see you guys in tomorrow lah. Tomorrow is the last stream for the week, right?
Yeah, tomorrow will be the last of the week because we are not working on Sunday. So anything new, you can wait for us to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything we talked about today and yesterday and everything is still on the app and on the YouTube, on the brand's website, and on our Facebook also lah. So you can take a recap of the recap.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay. That's all. Like, comment, subscribe.
Peace out.
That's all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.